Hello, my name is Ashley Brewer, and this is my self project. For my Johari window, I described myself as bold, giving, independent, silly, and sympathetic. I sent this link to two best friends I grew up with, two friends I made later on, my mom and my boyfriend. I find it pretty interesting that everyone described me as both silly and witty. I guess to me, witty implies more intelligence than silliness, and I was probably just too insecure to really describe myself in that light. I'm always a person trying to make a group of people laugh. I've learned from this exercise that I come off to most as well-rounded and quick with my humor, which kind of gave me a little bit more confidence on the matter. My facade is sympathetic, but 5 out of 6 people describe me as loving. From my perspective, I kind of always considered myself as heavy-hearted and often very concerned for the well-being of others. To my friends and family, this is perceived as love, and I think that love has a stronger connotation to it than sympathy. This realization kind of ties along with the notion I made earlier that I might not be very confident or comfortable with saying these nice things about myself the way that those who know me are. Everyone, including myself, used either the word independent or dependable. I'm kind of known for always having to learn things on my own and in my own way. Like I was the first of my friends to move away from home, and I haven't had financial support from anyone other than myself since I was 17. So seeing those close to me kind of acknowledge that lifestyle I chose as rewarding, even more so that they see me as someone they can also depend on. It makes me realize through all the stress that was endeavored over the years, I kind of became an adult overnight and a figure in society all by myself, which is pretty cool. And lastly, my mom specifically used the word brave. As a parental figure, she's seeing me not as a child, but kind of as a woman who's not afraid. And it gives me solace that although I have my own sort of insecurities to battle, someone so close to me is proud for continuing and facing all these new challenges ahead. So I learned about myself that I could be more confident in talking about my strong positive traits. It's okay to perceive myself as witty and intelligent and talk about it. That there's strength in being considered loving, and that my independence has sort of transcended itself into becoming a source of dependency for those close to me. For my interpersonal skills assessment, I was ranked sort of as insightful, which is new to me. I've always found conversations very dull that don't involve both parties indulging in the other. But something I could probably work on is not allowing myself to become a source for venting. I'll tend to lend an ear to the point where I don't even really get a word in. So not being intimidated to interject is most definitely an opportunity for me. And that kind of source of being intimidated, I think, also ties along with the confidence within myself. So this skills test really showed me the importance of putting myself in someone else's shoes and how that might really mean a lot to the other person in the conversation, and that I should utilize that strength of being able to do that to contribute more. For the listening assessment, I learned that I have a strong tendency for pseudo-listening. Like I mentioned earlier, I'll let someone have the floor for so long without interjecting that I'll find myself not even really paying attention anymore, which is not the best form of listening. Overall, this project really opened my eyes to a couple of things. One is that I really shouldn't let my anxieties interfere with my perception of myself. Talking about my strengths is a good example of positive self-talk when I'm realizing is a lot more important than I thought.